Hello, fellow minions. This video is gonna be kind of more on the rambly side. I don't really have that much, like, is it B footage or, like, I don't have that much like background video to use. So this is just kind of stuff that I found in my footage folder that I feel like people would be okay with watching. This is just some like work in progress stuff from older concept episodes and, like, scrapped animation tutorial stuff, and also the actual tutorial but sped up. I just have that just in case I end up like rambling for like 20 minutes, which would kind of suck, but it's, I don't know, I don't care. This video is mainly I don't know. This video is kind of mainly for me. This is unscripted. I have a lot of trouble either working too much or working too little, because I fixate on things. And that can be really, really helpful or really, really dangerous. And I think that just, I don't know. This is going to be kind of a strange video to watch, especially with the context that the person making it has an object show that had 48 contestants when it started. But this, there's kind of two directions that you can do when you make a show somewhat like mine, because my show has a lot of characters, which means that, well, you have to figure out a way to get those characters gone. And it depends on if you either want to finish your show or if you just want to make it, which is honestly, that's a more reasonable goal. That sounds more fun. And if you're always making a show so that it can finish, that won't always be fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it can be, especially if you're trying to like tell a story or like get a message across or just finish a show to finish a show. I don't care. There's no rules. But like, if you do want to finish your show, it should it shouldn't always be the priority to get your show like done. It should be the priority to have fun making it. And if you have fun making things fast and to like have like deadlines, and I don't know, if that's what you enjoy, and then it helps you like get your show done, then that's fair. You can just do whatever you want. I have fun just kind of getting stuff out. That's kind of part of the fun for me. But I think that a lot of people get more enjoyment out of like just making your show to make it. That process in and of itself can be very fun, and that's fair. I can see that, and I've done that before many times. But this video is more so for how to finish an object show, or at least how I'm planning to accomplish that. Because if that is your eventual goal, to finish your show, then that's great. But that is an insane time commitment. Also, depending on how many characters you have. If it's like, my object show has 100 characters, and every single character will have a complex arc, and the object show will be animated, like Object Overload, Zany Leaves a News Short, where it is godly animation. That is not sustainable, and that show will just not come out. That will not, I doubt that the first episode would even come out. That is such an insane, like, feat to try to get to. I don't think that that's gonna happen, I'm sorry. But, sorry, excuse me. Obviously, theoretically, you could do that. You could try to pull it off, but that's a really bad idea, especially if you're just, like, starting. If you're new and you want to finish a show, you could do what the Goat Crispy said, and you could make a small show with, like, 8 characters, have, like, or 6 characters, and then have, like, 8 episodes, and it's all in his tutorial. Watch that. I'm gonna suggest I would never make a video like this. But if you're making a show with like good amount of contestants, like 20 more than 20, I'd say. That is kind of the point where it becomes an investment. Like, I've already invested a fair amount of time into my show concept. Please check it out, please. But with that, like, I have to keep in mind that if I do nothing but work on my show and to get it out as fast as I get it out, and it's like a one woman production, that's just a kind of shit idea. I don't know. But I think that, like, it's a really, really bad idea to do a one-person production, jack of all trades style. That's kind of what I did, and then I got really burnt out, and then I stopped wanting to do it. So I stopped. And, like, one thing that you could do to get your show out, this isn't like this is kind of a recommendation, kind of just what most people do, is to onboard people, try to get people onto your show to help you out. And if you want to pay them, good. You probably should pay them. I should pay people, but I'm also like a high schooler. I don't have a income. I don't have any form of income right now, so I literally like can't, or at least not like fair wages. It's kind of like volunteer work, and if you're okay with that, that's great. But it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit personally. But it's sorry, that's my bad. But I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you got to take into account the amount of time that you want to put into your show, and if you're willing to put in like years of your life to get a 20 contestant show out and done, and that's fine. Like that's fine, but it's kind of like you want to put that much time into your show. It's great. It's meant to be fun. It's cool, but if you're doing it to like an unhealthy amount, to like be like, I gotta get my show done, that is an awful idea. Don't do that. Like, I think that a good way to like get your show made in the first place, get schedules and like spreadsheets and like planning and shit. That could be like really like boring, but like this is kind of like a repeat from the Webs for Evs like video. But if you animate like 5 seconds a day for a month, then you get like 2.5 minutes of animation, which that adds up. That's great. Depends if it's like godly animation or if it's like concept where it looks really butt all the time. Obviously it's about having fun, and if you have fun doing that, that's great. But I feel like if you want to get your show made, you should get a like calendar like ready. I feel like that is like number one like step. Just get like a Google spreadsheet, like plan out like what you got to get done that day. Like you could do like a scene a day, which that's kind of what I do, and that's kind of crazy. Would not recommend. But you could do like 5 seconds a day, which, as I said, that's like 2.5 minutes of animation a day. That's crazy. But like, you should obviously do something that you enjoy, and if you animate like a minute every single day, that's not gonna be fun. That's not fun for anybody. And if you're making an episode a month like I do, then you have to 20-minute episode, minute of animation a day, just 20 days straight, hammering away at that. That's really bad. And then you gotta put into consideration like audio editing, voice acting, like writing, all that jazz. And that takes a lot of time, like, out of your day. And so just to, like, run it back, top two things, in my opinion, are take into consideration how much time you would have to put into this show to get it, like, 100% finished, 20 contestants, episode a month. That's like 2 years of your life. That, of course, it's a hobby. You can do hobbies for so many years, but that is a formidable part of your childhood. And And that can be fun for some people. I hope that this doesn't, like, put you off for, like, making a show for that long. That can be very fun for people. That is very fun for me, because I've been doing this for over a year. And then, in that, I was going to mention, don't let the show take over your life, though. Which leads into, like, using spreadsheets and planners. Very helpful. But do not just spend every single waking moment of every single day working on your object show. That is not... That return is not going to be worth your investment. You can invest time. You can get, like, a few thousand views an episode. That's great. That's pretty good. But if you do that... If you just keep on doing that non-stop, no breaks, that's bad. That is not good. Watch the Jaden Animations video on burnout, but it's like an analogy that she used, I'm pretty sure, is if you fill up your gas tank with like a few inches of gas and then the rest of it with like Monster Energy or like Red Bull or like water, that is not gonna work. That will not power a car, and that might power a human a little bit, but humans shouldn't drink gasoline. And I think that's pretty good. Make sure that you don't burn yourself out. That is like rule number 1 in any production, especially if you're aiming to finish your show. Then burnout is gonna be your worst enemy, because that will hit you, and especially if you're trying to like speed run your show, get like 20-minute episodes out every single day, which. In the first place, that's an awful idea. But if you keep on doing that for 2 years to get your 20-episode show out, that is not sustainable. That is an awful idea. You're gonna die. Like, you're gonna keel over at the ripe old age of 12 and then, like, die. You're gonna keel over and die. Don't do that. Obviously, I'm kind of exaggerating. But it won't end well. It is gonna end very poorly. I don't want to put anybody off of making their show, trying their hand. That's fun. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. But if you are actively setting yourself on fire to get your show made, why are you making the show? That is... And what gain do you get? Internet clicks? No! You get like 20 views an episode if you're doing that. That's like, people are going to tell that your art is just not what it can be. And that is why Concept 3 is so bad. But, yeah, take into consideration your time investment, take into consideration burnout, and make planners. Make planners. None of you are like concrete, like, do's or don'ts. It's never going to be like that. Especially in something like as like fluid as making a production. You're never gonna get like a perfectly like you're never gonna get that perfect answer. It's like how to make an object show tutorial. Oh, just do it, guys. Like, that is just what you have to do. I'm sorry. That that is just what you have to do, and it's never gonna be like a solid answer. It's never like, so when you write your script, do this. And then your show will be good. If you write your script and you make a mean character, nobody will like your object show. It is never gonna be like that. There are some like concrete things, like make schedules, like plan out your days. Not like plan out your days like hour by hour, unless that's fun for you. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But if you're like planning out your days, so from 8 to 9 a.m., I will work on my object show. Then I will take a snack break for 5 minutes. Then I will work on my object show until noon. Then I will take another 5 minutes for lunch. Then I will work on my object show until I go to bed, which is 1 a.m. That is not healthy. It's meant to be a hobby. Don't screw yourself over there. And then, if you're gonna, like, if you're gonna get your show made, something that I found very helpful is trying to get people to help. That is what most people in the community do. If you're gonna do it all on your own, that's fine. I don't care. But that is, I mean, I do kind of care, because that's like putting yourself in jeopardy so that your show can be like specific. Which is, that's fine if you're having fun. But if you're setting yourself on fire and going, my show is perfect, That is an awful idea. You're like sitting, like, it's like the Minecraft end dimension, like you're sitting on like the podium and going, I made my episode, give me my views. And like, you're like, you look like that, like, one, you look like a melted, like, claymation model. Like, that's not good, that's not good. But, definitely get people to help. Not definitely, there are no rules. Do whatever's fun for you, as long as it doesn't, like, jeopardizing yourself or, like, your safety or mental health. But get at least, like, 1 or 2 people. That has always been very helpful for me. Even when I'm doing something, like, entirely solo, or mainly solo, like Starfish, because I write and audio edit and voice act all the characters in Starfish. I animated the first 2 episodes on my own. But for episode 3, I was really tired. So I decided to... ask my friends Dartist and Cyan to help me animate. And I poked and bugged them for like hours. And I was like, hey, can I have the scene yet? And that's like why the episode came out so early. But it's like, it was like a mainly me production. And that's fine, that's fun. It was fun, I guess. But, like, get at least like 1 person to like bounce your ideas off of. Like, a lot of my ideas in Starfish are reused stuff that I've already like discussed with like friends. Like I've already discussed like the idea board season 2 concepts with Finney, like, because there's been like multiple. Most of like Starfish now is me, but it wasn't like, it isn't just a single person, like one woman, like one month-long production. Or at least I hope that it's not like that in the future, because that would suck. Like, there were meant to be 2 episodes in a month, like, months ago, and I just didn't want to do it, so I didn't. Which leads back to keep yourself, like, not burnt out and keep yourself, like, healthy. But do not be afraid to ask for help. That is, like, rule number 2 with don't die. I don't know. But, yeah, definitely ask at least, like, 1 person for help. Like, if you're having trouble, like, writing a script or, like, finding sound effects, go, hey, can I have a sound effects folder? And then they'll go, yes, I will give you a sound effects folder, Quandog. And then, they keep on updating their sound effects folder, but they don't share it to you. Finney, I'm waiting. Ah! But, yeah, I'm waiting for... I'm waiting for Finney to, so I'm tossing around a snow globe. I'm waiting for Finney to send me his updated sound effects folder. Just... watching the clock go by. But yeah, do not be afraid to ask for help. That's like that's very important. Keep yourself like good headspace, because if you're doing it all on your own, of course, if that's fun, I don't care. But like if you're jeopardizing yourself and your health, that's not sustainable. That's a shit idea. But if you're like, if you need help, ask for help. Nobody will care. Not saying like nobody's gonna like work on your show. It's like nobody's gonna like mind you going, hey, can someone animate the scene in my show? At least 1 person in the entire community is going to go, oh, okay, I have time, and there you go. It is literally easy as that. And I think that like, yeah, that's nice. I like that. But, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. But keep in mind that it is your show. Please don't let these people take over your show. That would suck. But getting people to help you with your show, very essential part to actually getting it made. Because, like, some people who, like, want the smaller crews, they still have, like, 5 or 6 people, so that if they need help, they have help. And they will likely need help. That's like a 10-minute episode, probably. Like, however frequently they post, like, once a month or something. 10 minutes of animation once a month is not that easy. Especially if it's, like, good. So, yeah, make sure to, like, ask around. It's good. That's good. So, quick recap. Keep yourself healthy mentally and physically. I didn't really mention physically, but make sure to eat foods with, like, nutrition. Don't just, like, slack off and eat, like donuts and chips and other slop. Don't just eat, like, pig slop. That's a bad idea. Doy. But keep yourself healthy. Make sure that your hygiene is good, too. It helps with your mental health and physical health. like at the same time. It's pretty crazy. But then I think that after that, it's make like schedules, schedules and like spreadsheets. Those are what motivate me to actually get my stuff done. Those are so fun for me to make. Those are fun. Those are fun. And then don't burn yourself out. That kind of goes in with like mental and physical health, but that like should just be a rule of thumb. If you jeopardize yourself and your well-being for your show, then you will not finish your show. I'm sorry to tell you that. I mean, you might, but it's going to be a really bad show. But oh yeah, consider not just all of those things, but consider the amount of time that you're going to put into this. I feel like I'm like just repeating myself a bunch, but that's fine. I don't care. Make sure to keep in consideration the amount of time that you are going to put into this show. Concept is not finishing until the end of my sophomore year or the start of my junior year. That is in over a year. That is kind of insane. So what am I gonna do about that? Well, I'm gonna plan my stuff, which is what I told y'all to do. But make sure to please, don't just go, oh, I just realized that I have to make another 20 episodes. If you're gonna finish your show, and you aren't just making it to make it and to have fun, of course it should be for fun, but if you're not just making it to make it, then probably think about the amount of episodes that you want to have, and take into consideration the amount of time that it's gonna make them. Get calendars and schedules and stuff. And then, do not be afraid to ask for help. Please don't be afraid to ask for help. Not saying that you all should go into my DMs and go, hey, Kwanda, will you animate for my object show? I don't like to animate for people's shows. But, advertise your show. Get your voice out there so you have more than just air supporting your back. That is one of the most important things I can say in this video. Make sure that you have at least someone supporting you and your show. If you're doing it alone, you are bound to fail. I'm sorry. That is the case with most things. But with making something as, not complex or huge, it's an object show, but with making something like an object show, and how an object show is formatted and it works, you have to prepare. Yeah, you have to prepare. 100%. Please do that. And that is good. I don't have that much else to say. Really sorry that this video was paced really badly. I did not have a script. I did not even have an outline. I just had a few things that I wanted to say. And I'm really sorry that it took 20 minutes. Just for 4 things that I could have just put in a PowerPoint and then just read off in 4 or 5 minutes. But I feel like I need to emphasize how important these things are. Of course, there's other other things that you can do to increase the speed of your production, just make your show worse. But obviously, you wouldn't want to do that unless you're me. But I do think that those 4 things are really, or 5, I guess, or 6, or whatever. Those are all really important. Those are all really super duper important. And I hope that you found some sadistic enjoyment from watching this, cheese of a video, nothing burger. I just kind of wanted to make something. So, I hope that you make something too. Yeah! Goodbye, minions!